Greetings everybody, we are in Hannover, it's day 4. We're here with Samuel Pasquier of Cisco. Sam, you've been here for a few days. This is day 4 and you've been talking to a lot of customers. What are some of the common trends you're seeing in the industrial IoT space?
Yes, thank you Lorenzo, and welcome to the Cisco booth, and thanks for watching. You know what has been amazing. I would just share one experience I had this week that has been fascinating to me. I've been lucky to meet a lot of customers coming and visiting us and having discussion with us. And this one customer that came, big manufacturing, and he came to me and said, well, listen, in our factory, when we look at the network, we see it as a nervous system of a factory. We feel everything from the network. We cannot operate without a network. This is one of the most critical parts of our infrastructure. So that's a critical part that we need to maintain, we need to secure, we need to make sure it's robust and reliable. And when you hear that, being a networking company, obviously, and security company, they got it, right? People are getting it. And I think that's, I would say, the thing that has been a very interesting observation, coming back years after years after years, is that there is a more and more acceptance. People understand, people realize the criticality of the infrastructure. So.
Thank you for that, and the audience, we're going to try to focus on this nervous system of manufacturing from the security perspective, looking at some of the use cases within this with Samuel. So maybe this week, right, I think you had one of the demonstrations on a fully automatic coffee machine at Hannover Messe. So what are the unique aspects of Cisco solution highlighting this demonstration?
Yeah, so what we wanted to do, we wanted to show a machine, something get closer to the reality on the booth, and everyone likes coffee in Hannover, right? So the idea is, in the machine we can show the different components in the machine, and we can show the place that the network play into the infrastructure, connecting those different assets. And the use case that we are showing is the visibility. As everything goes through the network, with the network you can get visibility of the asset, what is connected where, and you can help to protect this infrastructure. So that's one of the use cases. The other use case that is very interesting is to be able to do remote access. A lot of our customers, they have machines on their plant floor, and the machines, they have machine builders that build those machines, and sometimes need to troubleshoot and operate on those machines. So remote access is the key functionality that our customer want. And I will even confess something, when we installed the coffee machine on Sunday, we had a little bit of a glitch and it was not fully working. And we had to call the machine builder to help them to help us, and we use our own technology to do that, and that was pretty fascinating.
So you remotely brought somebody to take a look at the coffee machine?
Yeah, we can just remotely have them connected, and the beauty of our solution is that we can really pinpoint what the expert would be able to access to remotely, so you limit your attack surface, so you can really control what they do. Right?
Got it. Now, certainly security for remote connectivity is still at top of the mind of a lot of people. Maybe talk about some of the operational technology, ICS security, the functionality that you've had, and what are some of the benefits for manufacturers that you introduced this week in Hannover?
Yeah, I think the key thing is, look, people are connecting more and more assets on the infrastructure, and they want to protect. And unfortunately, we know that in manufacturing environment, it might be very hard to patch and upgrade the different components. So you need to make sure you secure them and you provide enough rules to who can access to what and where the traffic is going. But if you want to be able to put those rules, put in place this kind of segmentation to avoid things to talk to each other, you need to be able to see what you have. And that's really what we do at Cisco. So we have been investing a lot on the network, on the visibility on the network, using functionality that is built into the networking equipment to be able to see, so you can exchange this information with the rest of your tool to be able to implement some segmentation and security. So that's really what we do, right?
Thank you for that. And I know for connecting all of those, you need reliable wireless connectivity. Maybe talk about some of the, crucial deployment of autonomous robots and vehicles manufacturing. Some of the insights into the Cisco's wireless technology?
Yeah, I mean, for us, so there is everything that is fixed, but now these days, there's more and more moving parts in the factory, and you have AGVs, you have AMR, and you need very reliable and secure connectivity. And we have been investing a lot in technology called CURB, Cisco Ultra Reliable Wireless Vehicle. We have a brand new product that we've launched, and now we are being designed into the AGVs. So the things that you see moving around are connected, and it works, it's stable, and that's a fascinating story, and that's something where we see a lot of interest and from our customers.
Right now, security in OT, reliable wireless connectivity. I'd be remiss without asking one of your favorite metrics for success, for successfully securing, for successfully having a reliable connectivity. What is one of your favorite metrics for success there?
Oh, that's a very interesting question. I'm not sure I can answer this one. Metrics for success, for our success or for customer success?
For your customer success
For
and
customers,
securing your facilities,
look,
yes.
it's availability of the infrastructure. We are very happy when our customer, their factory is running and they cannot blame the network. The network is running. That's really what it is for us. It's secure, it's connectivity, it's reliable. You can operate it, you can troubleshoot it, you can monitor it, and you can show that this is not the problem. Is not the network. And I would say 99% of the case, the network is not the problem. So for us, that's the success. Our success is, I would almost want to say, our success is to be transparent for the customer. That the customer don't even notice that they have a network that can be a source of a problem. Right? That's really what is success. And we are investing to make sure that the IT team, the OT team, everyone can work together and operate those infrastructure as easy as they can, right?
Thank you, Samuel. Now, looking behind Hannover Messe, I know a lot of people line up their announcements here, but beyond this, maybe share with our audience some of the things you have in a roadmap, or some of the technologies you're excited that Cisco is bringing to the market in the next few months.
Yeah, look, when we look into what's happening, we have a lot of customer coming. We have the IT team, we have the OT team. They come together. We see the trend that the network being so critical for the infrastructure, IT need to get involved and IT need to work with OT. And the OT team, the industrial team, they realize that, they agree with that. So our job and where we are investing is how do we make it easy for IT and OT to work together. That's really what's the most important for us, right? We want to make sure that we have the right tool so IT can do some functionality, but at the same time the tool is not too complex so OT can do their job. So how do you provide the right tool for both teams to work together? That's really what the mission we are on right now.
And it's been a challenge. I certainly am an educator. I teach at a university. So what advice do you have for students, right? What path should they take to get into the IT OT? Since you're working on this problem, you've been working for a while.
Well, I will tell you, look, I've been in the tech industry for more than 20 years now, and I've been into this IT OT world for almost 9 years. This is the most fascinating world we can be on. And the reality, it's a market that is going to grow. Technology is everywhere. Things are getting smarter every day. We have things smart in home. It's the same in every infrastructure, being a utility, manufacturing, you name it. Everything is getting smarter. And when you say smarter, they need to talk. So the network is fundamental, critical, and it's going to be all around us. So best advice for students is go in that space. I mean, there is a clear gap, shortage of talent in that space, where we need people to not only understand the industrial, which is super important, but understand the technology that goes beyond. So it's a market that's going to continue to grow, and there is a ton of opportunity for work and very meaningful work as well. Like when people work in those industries, they can see what they do and they can see the impact that they have. So that is pretty fundamental, right?
Yeah, indeed. That's one of the things I articulate to the students or future students is you'd be on a fast track should you try to attack some of the problems, some of the challenges that you have there right now, because people will assign you those type of projects.
Yeah, for sure. Your skill set will be used and you can make a difference. So, very good.
Thank you so much and good luck this week. And if you have questions in the audience, feel free to leverage the hashtag, or better yet, still another day and a half here in Hannover, ask the questions. But if you don't get to Hannover, post them there. We'll make sure the team at Cisco will address them.
And we'll come to them. We'll do a WebEx. We'll do all the technology to be available to do webinar to talk about what we do.
Exactly. We'll bring back Samuel from France onto the global landscape online to answer the questions. Thank you.
Perfect. Thank you very much.